listeners, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the Boro pride. Oh, it's only another bastard episode of TED Talks, the TED HANKY Podcast, episode 89. I'm sorry if I used a very rude word there to kick off the show, but I'm just a little bit annoyed that the weather's been quite nice and, the pubs just haven't even, accommodated anyone, They could have just thought, you know what I mean, let's just open up a sneaky beer garden, no one will know, let's get some of that out-of-date beer going, get rid of it. I'm not bothered, I'll drink it, but no one's done it. So me and Mala have been sat in the garden in our underpants, drinking special brew, and we're just a little bit down in the dumps about it, aren't we, mate?
Well, all right, podcasters, I was Ted. I was down in the dumps until I noticed I've got one of them sweet tans. Do you know what I mean? Where my T-shirt's been. I've just had a look there, and I tell you what, look, that's a beauty line. Now, have a look at that.
Look at that, yeah, bloody mate, that's class. That it's like someone has just creosoted your neck.
Well, yeah, I'm glad I'm not signing on at the minute, and it's all been done online. Do you know what I mean? Because of COVID. Because if it wasn't, they'd be like, where have you been on holiday? And I'd be like, well, you know what I mean? I've been in the back garden. They wouldn't have none of it.
It was quite good though, wasn't it? Because near where I live, we've got lovely lasses who live in the houses nearby, and she was out mowing the grass in some little hot pants like that, and she caught Mala looking through the fence, didn't she?
She likes it though, you know what I mean? That's why she wears them. To be honest, right, I could do without the brown stain on the back of it. But I'm quite happy that she enjoys the fact that I'm staring at her.
On the back of her shorts?
No, I mean on the back of the fence. Do you know what I mean?
I thought you were on about she had a big poo stain on the little white shorts.
No, that'd be different bad crack. I mean, bad crack that she hasn't creosoted the fence correctly.
No, right, we're taking it too far already. Tell me we've had a couple of tinnies today, Mala, you know what I mean? A bit racy.
I tell you what though, right, there's not been better because all the dodgy places have been shut. Red Stripe's dead cheap in it, so we've been just smashing Red Stripe. It's class.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, normally you go into a pub and you'd pay £3 for a can of Red Stripe, and you're not only paying for the quality lager there, you're also paying for a cool looking can, so you can look cool leaning at the bar with all of the lasses looking at you. Now we can get them dead cheap in the shop, but we just got no one to look at us thinking we're cool, Mala. That's the only problem.
Hang on, Ted. You're still charging me £2.55.
Yeah, because I paid full price for them. I'm giving you friends discount.
All right, yeah, class. Cheers, mate. That's why you are class. You are one of our own. Do you know what I mean? Class.
I call it cut price Monica Geller. It's a friend's discount, you know what I mean?
No, but to be honest, you are giving me tick as well because you're not charging me, but I do owe you $4,000 at the minute, and I'm quite concerned that I'm never going to have $4,000 in my life. So, I know you said I can do some work for you, but I don't know what that entails.
Well, for starters, right, when I lent you the money, you said you could pay it back, and now you're telling me this, I'm a little bit annoyed. So the work is going to be, I'm going to have to get you to do a lot of the heavy lifting on my gigs that I'm doing and stuff like that. And when I say heavy lifting, I mean doing the jokes for me and that, and then I'll just come on for the laughs.
Good for that. I thought you meant turning out with Julie again, so she doesn't get blood sores.
Yeah, getting her in and out of the bath, you know what I mean? Freaking hell. You need that fucking rubble from Paw Patrol to lift her in and out. Kids reference there for all the mums and dads listening. You know what I mean? I'm creative when I've had a few scoops.
Yeah, for all the mums and dads listening as well, I need to tell you, right, it wasn't true what they said in the Gazette, and I am legally allowed to go next to children. Isn't that right, Ted?
It is, yeah. Well, not 2 metres at the minute, but when that's...
Well, not 2 metres, but I mean, even in the garden, we've been 2 metres apart, haven't we, Ted?
Yeah, yeah, we have. Yeah, even though we are in each other's support bras, bubbles. Sorry, uh, we do still adhere to the distancing rules, don't we? And it's mainly because you stink of fags. I'll be honest.
Well, yeah, I've had a few today, man. It's been class.
Mate, I watched you. Light 4 at once and smoke it like a Japanese lady's fan.
Well, yeah, right. This is no. What I'm saying to you is, podcast. We are Teesside and we are proud, right? Listen, right. If you have a drink, right, and you have a lager, and it's only one strength, isn't it? Isn't it, Ted?
Yeah.
Right. And if you want to have like more strength, what do? You go to like high strength lager, or you do whiskey or whatever, don't you, Ted?
Shots, yeah, shots.
Yeah. Well, with fags, like it's only one strength. So if you want to like take it up a notch, you've got to add some more. That's the only way you can do it.
Yeah, I've got a similar methodology that I use, and it involves wanks. So when I have a drink, I get proper horny. You know what I mean? So like I'm already horny. I'm still knocking out 2 a day. If I have 4 cans, that 2 a day has got to increase to 4 wanks a day, and then sort of every 4 cans after that, I add another 2 wanks to it.
I love the fact that you have to make a description between methodology and mythology. Methodology being when you do something, mythology being something you've made up.
If I'd have left that earlier word, and someone would have thought like a magical griffin flew down and wanked me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's happened in the Griffin to me before. Remember?
We've all had a tug in the griffin, whether it be on our own or off a tart. Are you allowed to use that word now, tart? Because it was like, in the sort of 60s and 70s, they could go like, whoa, she's a right tart, and stuff like that. And everyone just go, it's dead funny that. She isn't. She's just Olive on the buses. She's all right. And now, like, I think if you say that, you've got to then say tart baker to back yourself up, because like she might be good with pastry.
I think it's because like there's a lot of tarts out there that go, hang on, I'm a raspberry tart. I don't like think about being another tart.
So I don't identify as a strawberry tart.
Exactly. Don't you put me in a box? Do you know what I mean? Especially not one of them we get from Greg's where you can put 4 tarts in at once.
Oh, I'd love 4 tarts in a box right now. I really would. Or just 4 tarts with a box that I can open up and explore. Yeah, so we've been drinking, we ran out of Red Stout, then we moved on to Scorpion Lager today, didn't we? And we've had a couple of cans of Ace. I had a couple of emergency Hofmeisters, which have been at the bottom of the fridge since 1989. We might have them if we're desperate. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm already drinking one now, Ted. Look.
Fucking hell. Is that what that smell is?
Well, it's like in The Wolf of Wall Street, where they take them things that don't kick in for ages, and then Quaaludes. Well, I reckon this is like an alcoholic Quaalude. So, like, I'm going to be absolutely gone in about 2 hours.
Great. I'll be able to squeeze in my other 6 wanks then when you're asleep. So I won't look at you though, because that's a bit wrong, isn't it? Imagine like if you walked up, like, and I was just like staring at you whilst having like a really aggressive tug. What would you think?
I can't have that happen again, Ted. It's like
I was sleep wanking then, mate. It was.
Well, I think it's different. I think because I can't get my hair cut, as you all see when you look at the live podcast we do on a Thursday. I'm starting to look more and more like Carol Boardman. So it's
Carol Voldemort, yeah, you do. I'm looking like the ugly one off Loose Women at the minute.
Which one's that? They're all
Hey, it's a good point actually. Yeah, I'm looking like a combination. I'm looking like a Picasso combination of all of Loose Women at the minute. Honestly, I just need to get in the hairdressers and need to get my nails done and get me, get me eyebrows done and me tan. Oh, I'm missing it all.
But the thing is, right though, Ted, like at the heart of it, you're like a stud, aren't you? Because ever since we were kids, like, you've always got the top flange, and I've always got the seconds, as we would say. But the seconds have always been good. Like, I love you all, girls. It's not like we're picking on you.
You've had some good rebounds, because sometimes it's backfired on me, hasn't it? Where like I've sort of like used my wit, charm, and handsome good looks to sort of entice the good looking of the two girls into my realm of discussion. But then they've always been uptight and frigid, and you're on the back of the bin scuttling with a chubby mate.
How do you think you ended up with old Julie? That's the way it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. God, I mean. That time when I first met Julie, and you introduced me to her, and you were with her mates. Julie was the most desirable lady out of the two there. Not that you'd go with your own sister, but I'm glad I got your Julie and not that big Ewok you were with.
Yeah, well, that was old Mum, but I didn't do nothing. No, yeah, and like I said, it was all right, because as long as she wasn't from Billog, it was fine.
Oh, I'm even missing the big Billog mums at the minute. I'm missing so many things. Do you know what I'm missing? Like, a lot. And me and you used to do this all the time. Like, we used to always get up early on a Sunday morning and go down the car boot sale, didn't we? It was proper mint. I miss going to a good car booty, like.
Yeah, well, that's something I'd always loved. But I tell you what, I know the fact that car booty there, like, remember, what was it called, Ted, that you used to watch all the time?
Oh, the Dickinson's Bargain Hunt with David Dickinson. He came to the Red Car boot sale, and we saw, what was he called? Barry and Piper off the Offshore Boys on it.
Well, they did it at the race course. That was class, wasn't it?
Welcome to Bargain Hunt with me, David Dickinson. I am here down at Branco Racecourse for a wonderful car boot sale. And joining me on this week's show, I've got two special lads from around here. I've got Peter Langdon Tingley and Norman Knackanut. How you doing, fellas?
Well, I tell you what, right, we're all right, aren't we? I mean, I usually wouldn't be seen with the likes of Norman.
But this little twat me, like.
No, Norman, it's all right. We're going to win because they're going to find out that I know a lot about bespoke, you know what I mean? A bit of orange pip. It's all about being a bit cool. I mean, if it's crap, we can paint it grey and sell it, you know what I mean?
I'm not buying any fucking chat with this fucking fairy. Honestly, I'll knock you out. I'm going to knock you out.
Oh, we've got a lively fair here, haven't we? So that's great. I can see you're going to be right up for that fight. Right, me next couple are also local to the area. We've got, correct me if I'm wrong here, it's Barry and Piper.
Well, do you know what I mean? Like, it's me on my own at the minute because the lad's still down. He's given one to that girl that sells him Mr. Whippy's on the front, you know what I mean?
Well,
you whipped the knickers down, didn't you, kid?
Yeah, that's very quick, Mr. Whippy. Pupsy's lemon topping.
Look here, you behave yourself now. Do you know what I mean? Get offshore. Do you know what I mean? What we're telling you now is where are you looking for bespoke luxury items aren't in that
3 on 4.
Yeah, 3 on 4. Yeah, 5 on 6 and all that, yeah.
You know what I mean?
3 on 3.
Where have you been getting that tan from, mate? You going to one on Thornaby Road near your baths?
Well, it looks like it.
No, I've just got a lovely Mediterranean skin, that's all, fellas. Right, so here we go. Right, this is Bargain Hunt. You know the rules. I want you to go off, find yourself some items that we're going to take to auction, and the one who gets the most money at the end of the day is the winner.
Well, I tell you now, we've done that, like, haven't we? Because we've got no card.
Well, Norman's alright, but that fucking Doyle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got wind farm money, you know what I mean? It's all a bit new age, you know, like I might not be able to cash it right now, but I will be.
Fucking, yeah, can I join their team, Dickinson, or what? You know what I mean? Can we go 3 on 1?
Well, that's usually how our last likes it, you know what I mean, Dicko?
It's just, that's all wrong, that's just like...
like 3 on 1, you know what I mean?
It's nothing in the bum. No.
Right, on with the show. Our lovely contestants here are scouring around Red Car boot sale looking for items they are going to take to auction and hopefully win a cash prize. Let's see what Peter Langdon Tingley and Norman Knackanut are up to.
Well, I've seen lots of stuff on this market. Like,
No.
what do you want for that? Is that a tube of some sort? I mean, it's quite round at the end.
Why are you looking at fucking dildos? What you doing?
Yeah, the Elizabethans had lovely dildos, you know. I mean, yeah, it's all about now. I mean, people use dildos for all sorts now. That could be repurposed as a lovely doorstop. I mean, there's no better than I love going in the kitchen and seeing the door propped open with a 12-inch cock and balls.
Oh, mate, listen, I wouldn't even fucking recycle a cycle, never mind a dildo. Now, put that back. We're going to go and look for some weights.
But what we need here is we need something we can upcycle. Do you know what I mean? Think about the bigger profit. Do you know what I mean? What have you done except kill seagulls?
I love killing seagulls, the little bastards, aren't they? I mean, here, mate, have you got any seagull killers? You know, like equipment? I don't think so.
Well, I tell you what, right? If you hit them over the head, that 12-inch iron cock and balls, it'd probably kill it.
Right, is that what you want? Or is that what we're going to buy in auction?
Yeah, I want it. I really want it.
How much do you want for that, mate? I was sort of thinking like, maybe you could give us our 20 quid. Fuck 20 quid for a cock, right? From the fiver, give him a fucking fiver.
Yeah, you've got to take a fiver, otherwise he's going to bat you.
Fiver, right? Go on, off your pop with your cock.
Oh, lovely! Thank you. Oh, that's brilliant. This, honestly, it will keep a door open. I promise, it's not going to go up the bum.
Some lovely bargain negotiations going on there with the two lads on the blue team. Let's go over to Barry and Pibo on the red team and see how they're getting on.
Lads, you know what I mean? Like,
I've everywhere.
Very shite all in it. I mean, you know what I mean? Me and you, do you know what I mean? You're like a son to me, aren't you? You know, like, it's all
Yeah.
But this is all shite. I mean, this is onshore shite. I mean, the only thing I've seen that might be offshore is that shell. Do you know what I mean?
That shit there. Look at that. Look at this shit here.
Excuse me, that is an antique 18th century bit of menage a trois. Please do not bat it with your penis.
What are you lying for? Fucking red, come here. You're not going to get that shit red, kid. Probably not with a spoon.
He was looking at your cock there, wasn't he? That's how we
yeah. You're looking at my fucking dingly one there. I'm knocking it out.
You did have it out.
Yeah, I'm allowed to have it out. I'm in Redcade's where I'm from.
Well, do you know what I mean? His cock's allowed out within the boundaries of these walls. What do you know about it? I mean, you're not offshore, kid, are you?
Yeah, you don't know how many lasses I've scuttled at Redcade races when the racetrack's on, you know what I mean? I'm fucking bopping all the time here, like, so I can have it out if I want. What
I'm going to say to you, I've got this clock here, right? Have a look at this. Is this a Breitling or not? Well, no, that's not a Breitling. That is an Elizabethan timepiece.
It's from Breitling. It's a Breitling, mate.
Well, you know what I mean? If it's not a Breitling kit, then you can... I don't know, care if some bird... Have you banged this bird called Elizabeth? Is this what it is? Like type?
Probably. Done a couple of late lessons.
Yeah, just because she's banged it, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean you need to name it after him, you know what I mean? We're after Breitling's kids, you know what I mean? We're offshore, mind. You know how much is everything on your store, like? Well, everything, if we put it all together, everything would probably be around £300.
300 quid here. Right, he's too posh for Redcar, for starters, right? Not happy about his voice, right? Here, fucking listen, I've got an idea, Barry, you know what I mean? Have you still got, you've got the Jag parked out the back?
Well, of course I've got the kit.
Let's, you got all that fucking merchandise and stuff like that, what we got, you know, knocked off coin.
Well,
let's get it on, let's start our own store here, mate, and we'll fucking clean up, you know what I mean? Fuck Dickinson,
I'll tell you now, like, you can fuck off you daft posh get. Your store, you know what I mean? We're going to set up our own offshore store, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's get it here, put it on top of this Gucci table here.
There we go, here.
Here comes some blat. Here, Dickinson, we're going to sell... we're swapping the show, aren't we? You know what I mean? Pibo, we're turning it round, aren't we?
Yeah, fucking Barry and Pibo's fucking real deal.
Quality deal, you know what I mean? We also do drop-offs.
Drop-offs, yeah. you want to buy something? Here, we've got Breitlings, we've got Jim King full-on trackies, we've got some Vivian Westwood shirts.
I've just been walking past here, walked on the store, like, you know what I mean? I'm offshore and I'm just thinking...
Oh, tell you're offshore, you're like, yeah.
What's all you got going on here, like?
Offshore discount as well, you know what I mean, if you buy a gram.
Well, I'll have one of them, mind. Is that you, Dickinson? You nons? I'm having none of it. I'm going to smash you ready now.
Oh, guys, you're going against the rules here of Bargain Hunt. You can't set up your own stall and sell things. It's about buying an auction.
Well, you need to get with the times, you know what I mean? Like we didn't want to tell you, but this is now going to be called Pibo Bitcoin, innit, Pibo?
But yeah, we're selling Bitcoin, aren't we? It's all about the Bitcoin, you know what I mean? Dickinson, you've probably got the most money in this old fucking car boot sale here. You're buying some Bitcoin, you silly cunt.
Well, look, like, we've just ankle grinded this £1 coin into 3 bits. So that makes it Bitcoin. So as we know, like, every one of them bits now that used to be £1 is now £1,000 because that's how Bitcoin works, innit, Pibo?
Yeah, 3 grand for that bit of the coin.
Well, so here, take that off us now. I'm going to value that live. That's how it is.
Right, I don't know how it works. Like, is it real or what?
Like, I tell you what, Bitcoin, like, what it is it's us offshore lads have made this up because we just want to knock old actual coin so we can actually have Bitcoin. You know what I mean?
Do I still get one of them, like, note holders to put all my Bitcoins on so I look like I'm loaded?
No, what it is the government are trying to stop us doing grams. So the same, we have to have Bitcoin so we have no notes. Do you know what I mean? To do a bit of stuff. So
can you still do a Wi-Fi from a Bitcoin, like?
Well, no, you've got to have a special tube, kid. But we'll let you sell it to Dickinson and get out of here, you know what I mean? We'll be down the arm smashing some grannies soon enough.
Dickinson, if you're buying some Bitcoin now, this is where... How much is this bit worth now, buddy?
Well, it all depends. Go on, make us an offer, Dickinson.
I don't know what Bitcoin is. Okay, the Duke is going to give you 10, 20, 30, £30 for your Bitcoin. What do you think?
Well, we can't have that much of Bitcoin price now. Get on your iPhone now. You know what I mean?
We silly twat. 500 quid for that Bitcoin now. It's gone up, hasn't it?
500 quid.
Okay, another 20, and another 20. So
I'll stop you there.
£70.
I'll stop you
£70.
there. I'll stop you there. What's the price now, Pibo?
Oh, it's dropped down to 4 quid. Yeah, we'll have that. It's 4 quid. Yeah, so we'll have the £70 sold to the man with the orange tan.
Well.
Oh, I love them two Daft Bell whiffs. That was a great episode of Bargain Hunt, like, I must say.
Yeah, right. I always think about Bargain Hunt, right? This is where, like, people that have loads of shit left in the house, innit, Ted? Where they just go, hey, what are you going to buy it off me for, like? And, like this guy comes on, and how do we know he is? What sort of appraiser is he? He's not buying it off you, is he? He's just going, I reckon it's worth this much. Is that right, Ted?
It's a good point, yeah. You do get a lot of tat. I mean, we used to get all of the top box office DVDs, didn't we, before they were out in the cinemas, which I thought was like quite cool. And so you got a couple of pairs of Mitre football boots as well, didn't you, with steel studs?
Well, I did. And I had the first pair of Gola ever worn by Wayne Rooney. Do you remember when I paid loads of money for them?
Yeah, there were signs about it. It said Dwayne Cooney. So I think you got ripped off there, mate. Just a drug dealer, just a drug dealer from Berwick Hills. You had your eyes out there, like.
I did, and it was class. Like, they were the best. Like, honestly, I've still got them football boots now, and I first bought them, didn't I, Ted, when I was 15? And even though, like, I'm a lot older than that now, they still fit me. Class.
Yeah, and you spent a lot of time on the bench as well, so they never got mucky. So
Well, that was only because, like, I could go through everybody's, like, stuff, you know what I mean, when they weren't there. Like, I'd be nicking the tabs and that off people. They come off at half-time being a good... We used to play for a team, didn't we, Ted, called Thornaby Rangers? Do you remember?
Thornaby Rangers,
Well, like,
yeah,
it
we
was
did,
class.
yeah.
Like, and we had an international manager, didn't we, Ted?
Well, he was Scottish, wasn't he?
Well, that's international. You know what I mean? Back in the day, that was like having Mourinho. You know what I mean? He was international. He was class.
Oh, it was good. We had two managers, both called Don, and they both had sons who played for the team, and both them sons got the game every week. I'm not speculating, but they never got dropped or substituted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was right. I mean, Ted, you played every week, though, because all the flans used to turn up to see you, didn't they? So
I did. I had like cheerleaders and everything. Go, Teddy!
Well,
It was a bit embarrassing.
I used to chat them up on the sideline as well, so it was class. Because I usually, right, if I wasn't a sub, I was a linesman, so I was all right. I had like 2 jobs.
Remember when you had to do the physio bit as well, and you had to come and put an ice pack on that fat lad's head?
Well, yeah, to be honest, right, it wasn't an ice pack because it was in the 80s and we didn't have ice packs. But what it was an old Lucasade bottle, and it was quite cold though, and he loved it. To be fair to him.
I thought you were just going to say it was just a cold packet of panini stickers. Oh, we had some great times, yeah. We used to train on the Mandale School field in Thornaby off Thorntree Road and play our home games there. And then our away games, they used to like just fling us in the back of like an old tranny van with like 2 wooden benches, no seat belts, with all of the kit bags in the middle and all of the water bottles, and fucking ragging this Van Gogh van. That was our sponsor, wasn't it? That was our sponsor, wasn't it? Van Gogh car and van rentals. Just ragging it all over, and we'd end up going out in the sticks to play some team, and half of us would be injured by the time we got there because we'd been ragged around the van.
Well, yeah, but like Van Gogh was right because we were all artists at the time, and I mean piss artists.
Yeah.
Because we used to the only team of under 15s that used to turn up with match pissed all the time.
Oh, yeah. We used to have some right wrong uns playing for us as well. It was great. We used to do that training where they used to make you sit against a wall, like as if you were on a pretend chair. Oh my God, you used to sit there for like an hour and your quads and everything were knacking. I still complain about that now, you know what I mean? Because I've got incredibly muscular quads, but I can't do anything with them.
Well, yeah, that's why I probably never got my game, because I used to bring that little fishing chair, didn't I? And you'd be like, what are you doing? I'd be like, well, behave yourself.
And you were the only person I saw make a substitute appearance with a cigarette in your mouth.
Really? Yeah, he didn't give me time to put it out. I'm not wasting half a tab. That was the thing. Do you know, luckily for me, the referee had finished it. He went 2s as I come on the pitch. So, he still sent me off, like, because apparently I'd, like, proper duck-ended the fag. So it was proper wet.
Oh, you're nothing worse than a soggy duck end, like, you know what I mean? So, it's great reminiscing on the old times, you know what I mean? We had some fab times growing up playing footy ball and that, you know what I mean? It got me thinking as well about... have you seen they're doing an experiment, right, in lockdown, right, where they are, because this reminds me, you were always late for football because like you couldn't tell the time, so this is my link to it, right? There's a research expedition underway which will see a small group of volunteers spend 6 weeks underground with no way of telling the time to study the impact on humans. You'll be fine with that, Mal, won't it? Because you grew up in the darkness and you can't tell the time. So you're a bit like that Bane, aren't you?
Listen, time, right, is a human construct. So what it is we've decided to break a life cycle up into time, and then we've decided to put ourselves against that time. Now, for me, I don't believe that, Ted, do I? Do you know what I mean? Because it's infinite. You can't have too little time because time's infinite, and you can't have too much time either. It's just about how you use it.
And what do you think about the saying time is money?
I think that's bollocks because no one's ever paid me for sitting waiting for a bus.
Have you ever had a good time?
Well, of course, I've had lots of good times. I've had bad times as well. Them bad times are usually when I'm sober or when
jail.
Or when I'm waiting for a bus.
Yeah, I did really think you, because he says those taking part in the extreme lockdown experiment dubbed Deep Time will remain in their subterranean home for 40 days without phone, watches, or natural light. And I just kept thinking, oh, Mallow, fucking smash this! If this was a Big Brother game show, you'll be walking out with that prize.
Yeah, right. I tell you what, I'd be class with that because I don't care anyway. I'd have stayed down there, and when they woke us up and they said, "Here, what's up?" As long as you had lager, though. Do you know what I mean, Ted? You need to have some, don't you? Is it just look at a wall for 40 days? Because I'm not in for that. But if it means you can do what you want, but you just can't tell the time, well, I'm all right.
What if you've got to just survive off worms and you've got to shit in a bucket? Oh, well, you'll be all right again, won't you?
Well, yeah. Ted, are you running this in the back garden? Because this sounds very much like your accommodation.
Yeah, I've just got a press release out there, so I'm looking for applicants for my new game show. That would be good, that, mate. I like it. I like to keep an eye on that, see how many of them die. I'll report back every week. Oh, good. I know you're worried. I've got to bring it up. It's not true. I heard you crying. You were crying about, about Branco, weren't you?
Well, yeah, all right. Until I saw him having a shit in the garden, then I was proper worried because it was in the papers saying he's not been very well because of all this rubbishy stuff. But I saw him curling one out and he looked fine. It was white, but it's always white in it, so...
Yeah, for the purpose of the listeners, Branco is my dog who was nearly 16, but the news story is about fat-legged Branco, the footballer who used to play for Middlesbrough and got sacked for having... he kept splitting the socks with his calves, apparently. His legs were too big, so the kit man was like, you need to get rid of him, Robbo. He's going through all of the kit. Viv Anderson's going through all of the wives. We need to make some significant changes to, rations. So they have to sack him. But now he's not very well, apparently, with the COVID. So we wish him all the well, because he does listen to the show with his massive ears, doesn't he?
Yeah, we love you, Branco. You're one of the original Brazilian lads at the Boro, and we wish you well. And I know we take the mick, don't we, Ted, sometimes.
We do.
On this occasion, we do wish you all the best, and we hope you get better. And if you do get better, which you will, you're quite welcome to come to the shed for a live podcast or to give us a ring in. However, if you can't speak English, you're going to have to get Janino to come with you.
Oh, that would be class, wouldn't it? Oh, imagine having little Janino in the shed. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Ted, can I take a shit in your bucket? That's how he talks, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, I thought about that the other day, right? I was at Broadbacks, as I have been recently, right? And I was watching that movie about all them Boro lads. It's called Oliver, right? And it's the best. It's the best thing I've ever seen about Boro, because it's loads of cheeky lads that like to rip people off. And then there's one hard lad with a dog who goes around trying to hit him.
That's Bill Sykes, and his dog's called Bullseye, I think.
He's a class. He's a proper Boro lad, him. He don't care, does he? And he gets all these little kids and he's like, well, you're going to rob for us. And they're all happy about it, though, because they're like, you've got to pick a pocket or two. And they're jumping around. And I think, that's proper Boro, that.
Yeah, you're right, and he's going, here, little shit, go and nick me some goods from home bargains.
Ted, if we were doing the live podcast now, I'd be side-mouthing, but wouldn't you give Bill Sykes' missus it? She's wicked, isn't she?
Well, it's all right, would I? Yeah. I'd give Bullseye it, to be honest. I'm not frigging horny at the moment. You know what I mean? So, Are you wondering what to spend your money on? How about Bitcoin? That's right, the virtual currency that's flying, certainly with the offshore worker.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I was I had nout. I went offshore and I had some money and the lad said put it in Bitcoin. I'm now a millionaire, you know what I mean? I only put 3p on 5 days ago. Now look at me. I'm now not living in Eston Hills, I'm living in Normanby.
I bought some Bitcoin for our lass's birthday, like, and I didn't even have to put it in a birthday card because it's virtual. So she opened it up and I just said, you've got Bitcoin, and she was dead happy with that. And now she doesn't have a clue what to spend it on. It's mint.
Hey, I tell you what, I got Bitcoin, right, and I bought it at 3p a share 8 days ago. Now look at me, I'm living in the Tower of London, and you're going to start calling me the king. That's what I'm saying. Bitcoin, it's where it's at, you mugs.
That's right, yeah, I've been buying Bitcoin for quite a while now and just storing it in my digital wallet. I've got like an app on my computer and on my phone, and you can send Bitcoins to anyone, you know what I mean? But I don't, because I don't like people, and I'm saving up to buy myself a chainsaw so I can kill our mum.
Well, let me tell you something. I've been out and about stealing Bitcoin from people's digital wallets. Oh, you've got to pick a Bitcoin or two, boy. You've got to pick a Bitcoin or two.
There you have it. So if you've got leftover money that you can't spend, get yourself in Bitcoin. You can do Bitcoin mining. You can just buy Bitcoin for cash. We take gold for Bitcoin. Anything you want at all, you can buy Bitcoin. People always ask, is it legal? I don't have a fucking clue. Just buy some Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is a made-up currency for thick people who work offshore. Please buy as many Bitcoins as possible. Bitcoin has the same financial values as Zanzi dollars. Please do not try and cash them in.
All right, Mala, then. So that's the end of the show. I've just got a few bits left to do, so I'm going to sling it out now. You're doing me head in. What you doing?
Well, yeah. Well, it's funny you should say that, because I'm just about to go collecting on a charity appeal for Branco around the town in Thornaby. So if I do come to your door, remember, it is for the dog and not the shite Brazilian player who played for us.
Oh, that's great, yeah. Mala there, off to shake his jingle jangle coins on your doorstep, looking for donations for the poorly Branco. He thinks it's the dog, but it's the footballer, really, yeah.
Cheers for listening, everyone. That's an interesting and just interesting show, really. I was trying to think of some other superlative words, you know, to really sort of enhance the shite you've just listened to there. But it was just all right, wasn't it, really? It was just an all right show. So good, yeah. Thanks for listening anyway. Please share it about and invite people to listen to it. You know, we've only got now, if I correctly count things in my head, we've only got 11 episodes left. You know what I mean? Or 10, I can't remember. Hang on. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. 11. I count them on my fingers there, all 11 of them. So yeah, we've got 11 episodes left. So I think it's going to get good. It's going to get tasty. The plan of action is to complete the 100 series box set of TED Talks, the TED HANKY podcast. Is a couple of the I think about 4 or 5 of the Thursday live shows, what we do as well, they are going to be not only recorded live on I burped again there. Not only recorded live on the Facebook, they're also going to be then uploaded into your ears as an audio podcast as well, which I think is proper class as well. So as we get towards episode sort of like 94 and onwards, I think you'll find you'll be getting 2 episodes a week. That's proper class, isn't it? So, you know, I won't charge much for that. Just £12 each for those. I'm only kidding. Anyway, I just want to say a big thank you to the sponsors of the show, Showcase Comedy, who is without doubt the best comedy club in the North East. Just my personal opinion. The Last Stop to Edinburgh, which is also one of the best comedy festivals ever to hit the UK. Just my opinion. Boro Fan TV, Up the Butter, obviously, and the George Pub and Grill for Vamos! So, yeah, thank you very much for sponsoring the show, guys. Couldn't do it without you. Right then, so... Light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully we'll be out boozing together and watching live shows. It's going to be class. So I'll keep announcing all gigs and stuff on my page. So keep an eye out for that. And look after yourselves. And, as per usual, up the border and believe.